let's table my question on neighborhoods. Let's go down this thread for a second here. So, okay, so you get the credit line. Do you hire a team at that point? Right? Like what are the first steps now that we have a bankroll? What happens next?
So the bankroll wasn't for my organization. The bankroll was actually for acquisitions. The cash, which I originally thought I was going to pocket in exchange for selling some equity, pretty soon became the bankroll for growth and to hire more people. But even then, because I watched that cash that I get where I sold some of the equity, and I wanted to have that be mine. But then pretty quickly, it was clear that I couldn't grow without having additional people in-house. So we made our first hire of like true employee of our company, not counting maintenance people that we had and other sorts of things, but a true actual in-house employee. Because I was actually effectively the property manager for our first 80 units, where I was, coordinating maintenance people to get there and doing everything, making the collection calls. I was doing it all myself, like remote property manager living in New York on 80 units in Chicago. And my first hire in-house was I realized my weakest point was closing out my books, just because I wasn't excellent at accounting and bookkeeping. And also that was what was nails on a chalkboard to me. So I hired a CPA to be my controller. I hired 𝗬𝗃𝗲𝗀𝗁, who's currently actually my COO, but she grew from controller to understanding our whole operation, and now she's our COO. But that was my first hire in 2015.
Got it.
And shortly after that, about a year later, was my second hire, and brought in Jared Snyder, we brought him in as a project manager. His role evolved a ton from then until now. Currently, he's our VP, and both of them were in Jessica was in a one-person WeWork office with me from when she got hired. We found one weirdly shaped WeWork office where it actually could kind of fit two desks. And we both stuffed ourselves in there, and she heard every phone call I made all day. And I was on the phone constantly with lenders, investors, brokers, everything. And I think it was actually really helpful, while probably pretty annoying, is that she got to hear everything that was going on. So she had her vantage point of accounting and being a controller and her experience as a CPA, but she learned everything kind of through osmosis by just being in that tiny room with me for a year straight, working 7 days a week and 10-hour days, if not longer. And then Jared, when he came in, we found an oddly shaped two-person office that could fit three of us. And then similar thing where he kind of learned a lot from osmosis. And so those were my original two hires.